everyone. So in our previous video, we had done the trading section of this example, which is from the textbook. Let's do ahead and prepare an entire income statement, which includes the gross profit as well as the profit for the year. Please remember, when you make the income statement, the heading is very important. So I am making the income statement for the year ended. Income statement for the year ended, and the year ended is 31st of December 2015. In this sum, the closing inventory is $5,000. It is missing, so I am putting it over here. As we all know, our income statement is made up of two parts. The first part is the trading section, and the second part is the profit and loss section, which is also called as an extension of our trading section. So let's start. Okay. We know that sales minus sales return would give us the revenue. Revenue less cost of sales. Revenue less cost of sales would give us our gross profit. Our cost of sale is made up of opening inventory. We do not have opening inventory. However, we do have the purchases and purchase returns. So I will write the opening inventory. Our cost of sales is made up of opening inventory, add purchases, minus purchase return. Let me put the figures for this. This is the sales. My sales is 1,26,000 minus the sales return. This would give me my revenue of 1,24,000. I don't have the opening inventory, so I will not put anything. I'll just put a dash for the opening inventory. Purchases is 55,200 and purchase returns is 2,200. When I deduct it from the purchases, when I deduct the purchase return, I'm coming at a figure which is 53,000. Okay, I will not write it over here. I will see if there is any carriage inward or goods for own use. Please remember that the goods for own use over here that I'm referring to should be the goods for own use given in the adjustment. Since there are no adjustments over here, there will not be any goods for own use that I'm supposed to take. Okay. So I would also need to adjust the closing inventory. So 53,000 I'm keeping over here, less the closing inventory. There is no carriage inward. There is no goods for own use of the adjustment. So I will directly deduct the closing inventory. Closing inventory is the inventory on the last date, that is 31st of December. When I deduct this, I will get my cost of sales, which is 48,000. From the revenue, when you subtract your cost of sales, you will come at a figure which is called gross profit. $1,24,000 minus 48,000 gives you a gross profit of 76,000. In this gross profit, you will add the other income and you would subtract the other expenses. Let's see what is the other income and expenses that we are looking at. We've already incorporated this in the trading section. Discount received income allowed expense, wages is an expense, rent is an expense, heating and lighting is an expense, postage and stationery is an expense, motor van expense is an expense, interest on loan would be an expense, other operating expense is an expense. Premises is your assets. Your assets would never be a part of your income statement. Your assets and liabilities would come in the balance sheet. Okay. Motor vans is an asset. Office furniture is an asset. Trade receivables is an asset. Trade payables is a liability. Bank, because it is on the debit column, it is an asset. Loan from Mary, it is a non-current liability. And you is capital, and drawings you would subtract from capital. If you do not know what are your assets and liabilities, and if you want a detailed classification about the things that would come in the income statement and what things come in the balance sheet, please refer to the capital and revenue expenditure and receipts video. So since I have only one income, I will write discount receipt directly in the outer column, which is 2340. Add this up. I would come up with 78,340. Less all your expenses. Now, because I have more than one expenses, I will put the heading of expenses. And I would write all the expenses one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 expenses I have. Okay. I would write all the 8 expenses one by one. And then I would subtract it from the 78,340, that is gross profit and other income. Let's write the expenses. Discount allowed is 3260. Please have a close look at the column that I'm putting it in. Wages is 28,000. Rent, it is 16,000. Heating and lighting, it is 3,400. Postage and stationery, 1070. I have motor van expenses. That is 9830. I have interest on loan. That is 800. And I have other operating expenses. I'm writing it in short form, but you are not supposed to write it in short form. 920. What is your expenses? You total the expenses and you subtract it from 78,340. Just find the total of the expenses, and please remember, since the expenses are to be subtracted, you will put it in the bracket. So let's start adding the expenses. 3260 plus 28,000 plus 16,000 plus 3,400 plus 1,070 plus 9830 plus 800 and plus 920 is giving you a total expenses of 63,280. This you have to subtract from 78,340. You would arrive at a figure that is 15,060, and this is nothing but your profit for the year. Profit for the year. This figure is very important because this we will use it again in the statement of financial position. I hope I am very clear with how to prepare an income statement and also how did we find out the profit for the year. Okay, if you have any difficulties with what amount should go in your income statement and what amount should go in your balance sheet, please refer the video Capital and Revenue, Expenditure and Receipts. Capital and Revenue, expenditure and receipts. This will help you in analyzing which expenses form a part of your income statement and which expenses form a part of your balance sheet. Menu, expenditure, expenses, and receipts. Thank you very much. I would expect you all to solve this sum by yourself before moving ahead. I would give you all time to try and solve this worked example in the space that is provided besides you. You are expected to find out the gross profit for the year. Observe properly. Our all the expense total is coming up to 64,250 that we would subtract from. What was this figure? Revenue less cost of sales. This was gross profit. That we would subtract from the gross profit. Okay. So we are getting a negative figure. 7850. What is this? This is loss for the year. I hope I'm very clear with this. Please try this example of Ubertis. Because I have no sales return, I would treat this directly as a revenue. I don't have purchase return, so this will only be my cost of sales. I do not have closing inventory, opening inventory, carriage inward, and goods for own use. That is why this figure becomes my cost of sales. Revenue less cost of sales would give me gross profit. From that, you would subtract all the expenses to give you the profit for the year or losses incurred. Would try this sum for yourself. It's very easy sum. You can pause the video, complete the sum, and then move ahead. This is an activity 3 of your textbook, which is adjustments as well. Adjustment you will find always at the end of the trial balance. And here there is an adjustment in respect of closing inventory, wherein they are saying the closing inventory, unsold inventory at 31st December 2015, that is the last day, is $10,000. Your unsold inventory on the last date is $10,000. Let's do this sum together. First thing that you have to keep in mind is that the heading is very important. What is the heading? What will I write? Income statement for the year ended 31st December 2015. 3 columns I have. First, the trading section. I have sales return. So I need to find the revenue. Sales is 2 lakh. Less the sales return. 6,300 is giving me my revenue of 1,93,700. Sales less cost of sales. Sales, that is the revenue, less cost of sales. Would give me my gross profit. I don't see any opening inventory over here in the sum. These two are already done. There's no opening inventory, so I'm starting directly with purchases, less purchase return. There is no carriage inward in the sum. However, there is closing inventory. There is no goods for own use as well. Purchases is 86,500. Purchase return is 5,790. I come up with a figure 86,500 minus 5,790. It is giving me 80,710, and I only need to deduct the closing inventory. What is the closing inventory? The goods unsold on the last date, that is 10,000. I'm arriving at my cost of sales, that is 7710. From the revenue, when I subtract the cost of sales, I will arrive at the gross profit. And the gross profit is 122,990. This is the gross profit. In the gross profit, when I will add the other income, I will arrive at one figure. I see 2 other incomes over here. Rent received, discount received. Discount allowed is an expense, wages expense, rent paid expense, electricity expense, Insurance is an expense, motor van expense, other operating expense, loan interest expense. This is an asset. Trade receivable asset, trade payables is a liability. Bank is an asset, loan is an asset, and these two are adjusted in the capital. So I will only deal with the incomes and expenses. So I will add the incomes. One is rent received. I will put it in the second column because I have more than one income. And the other is discount received. Discount received is 3210. When I add both of them, I arrive at a figure 6210. This is addition of all the other extra operational income. So 122,990, add the other income 6210 will give me 129,200. From this I would subtract the expenses. What are my expenses? All these things which are down mentioned over here. I will bring down this figure. Okay. What are my expenses? First expense, discount allowed. $5,110. Next expense, wages. Just keep on writing the name. First I'll write the names and then the amount. Wages, rent paid, electricity, insurance, motor van expenses, other operating expenses, loan interest. These are all the expenses. I'm putting the amount. Wages is 61,050. Rent paid is 12,000. Electricity 5,416. Insurance is 2,290. Motor van expenses is 11,400. Other operating expenses is 3,716. Loan interest is 1,000. I will total all the expenses and I will subtract from the outer column. First total all of them. 5,110 plus 61,050 plus 12,000 plus 5,416 plus 2,290 plus 11,400 plus 3,760 plus 1,000 is giving me a total of expenses of 1,02,026. When I will subtract this from 129,200, I would arrive at a figure of 27,174. This is nothing but my profit for the year. After this, before seeing the next video, I would want you all to practice this sum. Prepare the trading account. Arrive at the profit for the year. This is your revenue. The other would be your purchases, cost of sales. You're purchasing two things, so you will add the two purchases. From the revenue, when you subtract your purchases, you will arrive at gross profit. The answer is given down for your reference. Okay. I would also want you to try this self-test questions. Give me an answer in the comment section. After that, you can try out this sum and come up to the profit for the year. Do not forget to distinguish between the assets and expenses. The answer is down. You can self-evaluate yourself. Next, I want you all to try this sum. After you complete this sum, you can evaluate yourself from the answer over here. And then you can try this self-test questions. Okay. So with this, I complete the income statement. Afterwards, I want you all to even try this sum, but please make sure that here the value of closing inventory is given. Do not forget to record your closing inventory on the last date. Do not forget to record your closing inventory on the last date. The answer is given down. In the next class, we would start with the statement of financial position and we would do the balance sheet of all the sums. Before coming up to the next class of this statement of financial position, I would want you to see the video of capital and revenue, expenditure and receipts. Thank you, friends.